Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman, and this is Perfect 10. Is your brain ready for Wednesday's workout? Well, I've got puzzles and brain teasers that will guarantee to educate, entertain, and irritate you today. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes. I'm here Monday to Friday with 10 new questions in every episode, so make sure you subscribe, follow, and like. I promise after just a few minutes, you'll be feeling smarter and sharper. Right, time to talk anagrams. At the end of yesterday's podcast, I asked you, which classic Hollywood actress can be found in July Grandad? And the answer I was looking for was Judy Garland. Well done if you solved the anagram, but as ever, no points for that. So let's get the real questions started, shall we? Are you ready? Here is Wednesday's Perfect 10. Question 1 is your starter for a Perfect 10. Here it is. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is the address of which famous house? Ringing any bells? Question 2 is our hearsay round, and it involves a bit of listening and a lot of thinking. Which well-known phrase or saying is hidden in these sounds?
Quiet on set, please, everybody. Okay, lights, camera, action. I said action.
Sorry, Mr. Director. We can't find the storyline anywhere.
Say what you hear, and you can't go far wrong. What has that person lost? Answers, as always, after the final question. Question 3, Carol lateral thinking, and today it's a family affair. Which of the following words does not belong? Father, mother, aunt, uncle, cousin, sister, brother. I can hear everyone's brains whirring away already. Hope you get the answer right. Question 4 is my memory game, where your recall is put into the spotlight. Question to follow, but first, here's your clip, and it's over to the Perfect 10 weather team.
Well, it's going to be a stormy couple of days with wind, rain and even some thunder and lightning hitting the UK from the early hours of tomorrow morning. Originating in the North Atlantic, Storm Delilah will hit the west coast of Ireland at around 4 a.m. on Wednesday, bringing winds of up to 60 miles per hour and heavy rain. There is a red weather warning in effect for much of the UK throughout Wednesday and Thursday, but we're expecting calm, clear skies by 10 p.m. on Thursday evening. Stay safe out there.
A made-up weather forecast, but I hope you were listening there because here comes the question. Where did Wednesday's storm originate? It was all in the clip, but can you recall the information you need to answer the question? As always, I'll give you all of the answers after today's final question. Okay? Questions 5, 6 and 7 are all part of the 3 Fs, frivolous, familiar and fun. Here is question 5. In a standard game of drafts or checkers, how many pieces does each player start with? Here's a clue. You can play drafts on a chessboard. Does that help at all? Don't forget to drop me a message on social media if you've got any puzzles, riddles or questions you want to test the rest of our Perfect 10 family with. I love hearing all of your suggestions. So please also head over to our website, perfect10.uk, for all the details. Moving on. Question 6. Smelly Cat is a comedy song associated with which sitcom? Can I hear a few of you singing it? Can you name the show it appeared in? Question 7. Who is the father of the literary character Albus Severus? If you've heard those names before separately, then I am sure you've just bagged yourself another point. Is that Perfect 10 score in touching distance? Now, for question 8, 1 in, 1 out, you'll need to swap and spell. Here it is. Which letter can you change in the word alone, A-L-O-N-E, to make one more of you? Don't forget, you can pause the show and give your brain cells a little bit of a chance to cool down and regroup. That is not cheating. Okay, ready for your next question. Question 9 is a round we call I know this, because it may well have you pulling your hair out in frustration. Here it is. How many Catherines did Henry VIII marry? Now, that can be a Catherine with the letter K or with the letter C, by the way. It's not a trick question. We're just looking for Catherines. I know we all know the rhyme, but that only told us the fate of Henry's wives, not their names. But if you reach back into the depths of your mind, I reckon you can pull out the correct answer and score another point. Sound the fanfares. It's question 10 and today's daily riddle. Here we go. Assuming that you are paying, is it cheaper to take one friend to the movies twice or two friends to the movies at the same time? Ooh, what's the answer to that? Well, those are today's Perfect 10 questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your own puzzles to @Perfect10Carol on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. And while you're there, hit follow to get loads of exclusive bonus content every single day. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. So did you crack it? Did you get a perfect 10 score? Here come the answers. I started with this, question 1. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is the address of which famous house? Well, it's one of the most famous houses of them all in Washington, D.C., the White House. Construction began on the White House, originally called the Executive Mansion, in 1792. And it took 8 years to finish, but very little of that original building exists today. After the British, naughty things, set fire to it in 1812, the whole house had to be rebuilt, brick by brick. And now you know. Question 2 was hearsay. I asked you which well-known phrase or saying was hidden in these sounds.
I said action!
Sorry, Mr. Director. We can't find the storyline anywhere.
Say what you hear. The answer is lost the plot. You see, they always make sense when you hear the answer, don't they? I can hear you screaming, actually. Question 3, which of the following words does not belong? Father, mother, aunt, uncle, cousin, sister, brother. And the answer I was looking for was cousin. All the others are gender-specific terms, and cousin is not. Question 4 was our Wednesday weather memory question, and I asked, where did Wednesday's storm originate? Did you remember? The answer in the clip was, it originated from the North Atlantic. Question 5, we're into the 3 Fs. In a standard game of drafts or checkers, how many pieces does each player start with? And the answer is 12. Question 6. Smelly Cat is a comedy song associated with which sitcom? And the answer is Friends. One of Phoebe's most famous songs, but did you know that Smelly Cat was co-written with Chrissie Hynde, who also appeared in the season 2 episode in which it first appeared? The pair even recorded the song together for the show's soundtrack, along with the rest of the Pretenders. Question 7. Who is the father of the literary character Albus Severus? Well, I'm sure many of you knew this. The answer is Harry Potter. According to the final chapter of The Deathly Hallows, Harry and Ginny named their son after both Albus Dumbledore and Severus Snape. Question 8, and it's 1 in, 1 out. Which letter can you change in the word alone to make one more of you? You change the letter A for the letter C to get the word clone, C-L-O-N-E. Question 9, and we got a little bit historical. How many Catherines did Henry VIII marry? And the answer is 3. Catherine of Aragon, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. That's divorced, beheaded, and survived in that order. And finally, question 10. Assuming that you're paying, is it cheaper to take one friend to the movies twice or two friends to the movies at the same time? Well, it's a riddle. It's cheaper to take two friends at the same time. In this case, you would only be buying 3 tickets. Whereas if you take the same friend twice, you're buying 4 tickets. Did you score a perfect 10? If so, let us know. If not, there's always tomorrow. You'll do it, I promise. Remember, though, to make sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our rounds or any of our bonus social content. Come and be part of the family at Perfect 10 Carol on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. There's always room at the Perfect 10 table for you. And finally, for even more Perfect 10, head over to our website, perfect10.uk. The details of our brand new newsletter. We'll be sending all our Perfect 10ers regular updates on the show, bonus questions and exclusive competitions So sign up and get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun, trust me. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with 10 more questions, but before I say goodbye, I'll leave you with today's anagram. Which feline-loving poet is an anagram of toilets? Toilets. Yep, toilets. Find out tomorrow when I've got a whole new day of questions, riddles and puzzles. I'm Carol Vorderman. That was my perfect 10, and I hope you have a perfect day.